Hey, I just wanted to make a video. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, but yeah, I'm gonna respond to a video I just was watching about the immigrants being deported and all this ISIS, and now I'm watching one that's they're talking about Donald Trump is gonna threaten to bring out the National Guards. Somebody said he did into Chicago. Somebody said they did in Los Angeles, and the places where he deployed them, made them go in Los Angeles. She said it's so small. This ain't nothing but a motherfucking game. They are not getting rid of these immigrants, okay? Because they keep the wages low. Y'all remember that I work for Marshalls. Everybody at Marshalls, I work majority of 99% of people that work at the Marshalls I work for are of Hispanic descent. They a lot of them don't speak, I wouldn't say fluent. Some of them don't speak fluent English. Some of them have been here for years, but some of them just got here. And even I would say it's a girl that I work with is from Haiti, and she's only been here 5 years, but she speaks very good English. Um, and she's young and too, but they're not. The reason why they're not gonna get rid of them, uh, deporting them and all that bullshit that he's talking about, because they need them. My friend said this last year, and I was like, "What? They need them for the job?" I was like, "Nah, I don't. They fucking need." Now that I started working, they need them for the job. They're not getting rid of them people. He may do one or two places that just to show, like he's doing what his promise that he promised to do. He not gonna get rid of them people because they keep the wages low. I make only $13 an hour. $13 an hour. And I work part time. Okay. Everybody that I work with at Marshalls makes $13 an hour and part time. So that means the corporations are and Marshall. Guess how much Marshalls made last year and this year? Last year Marshall made $52 billion. Not million, billion. This year, guess what? It was a 4% increase. They made Marshall's Marshalls, TJX, Homes Goods, and Home Sense and Sierra are all the same company. They made $56 billion so far. Billion, okay? So far this year. They are not getting rid of no damn immigrants. They will do one or two cities just to show from because the immigrants keep the wages down low because they come from these impoverished nations, these impoverished companies, extreme poverty. They will work for any little amount of money. They know the Americans, we wouldn't work for that bull crap for no $13 an hour and 4 hours, 200 something dollars a week, $200 a week. Okay, so they're gonna keep them here in this country. This is a game Donald Trump playing, and the other Obama, Biden, all of them are the same. Hillary Clinton. They are not going to deport these people. It's a game. They are not going to deport them like they're saying. They want to keep them here. The corporations are the one that's running this doggone company because they're the ones that put the money up for Donald Trump and whatever else. That's why he's giving them these big tax cuts. They have these billion-dollar corporations don't pay no taxes, but we are out here like paying all these got doggone taxes and stuff. Uh, so I want to tell you, they're not doing that. They're not. It's just a game. They're not getting rid of these people. Think about it. I'm making only $13 an hour at Marshall. $13 an hour. $200 at part time. So they're able to keep someone like me, $13 an hour, part time. Now I have to find a second job. So you got one person. I'm just thinking about it. One person, these corporations can take one worker and multiple companies get to use that one worker. Everybody's doing part-time, at least in retail. I applied for JC Penney, y'all, the other video I did. That's $13 part time. I just went to Burlington's. That was $13 an hour. Guess how much they wanted to pay? $13 an hour. And well, the guy, the manager, he said, well, it's supposed to go up to 15 this year. Yeah, and I was like, well, he said, well, the year's almost out and it hadn't happened yet. Yeah, and it probably won't happen this right away. They probably just in December may put the wages up to $15 an hour, because I think we voted for them, and it's now 2025. I think we voted like 5 years ago, some shit. I don't know, but I know I voted for it too. So now it's 2025. They have to put it up to $15 an hour. But these people are just playing games. They putting us against each other. And yes, the immigrants, if it was really real how it should be done, uh, these corporations could go to those countries and say, look, man, I want to come to your country, put my factories or whatever over there in that country or whatever, and build up their country so they wouldn't have to be coming over here. But they come over here and the wages are low. I don't have nothing against any of the immigrants that come over here, because it's not their doing. I would do the same thing. I would hell if I come from, you see where they look at Haiti and other countries, uh, Hispanic countries, where it's just it's awful, in Africa too. But they don't let them over. They don't let the Africans come over. You notice that they don't let them just come all over to this motherfucker that easily. They have and even Jamaicans who live right there. Living in Florida. They right around a damn boat ride. It's a short boat ride, but they won't let them get asylum or political or whatever they want to call it. Uh, but they are playing games. The government is playing games. It's not real. They are not getting rid of these people. They don't want to get rid of these people. They keep, because the immigrants keep these wages very, very low. Okay. Like I said, that one worker, you take one worker, everybody I work with has two jobs. So you take it, one worker, there's a Haitian lady I work with, she got two jobs. It's on and on. Women that are older, they have their uh, retirement, and then they working part time. So they have, everybody has two sources of income that I work with. So you can take in that one worker that would normally have 8 hours a day. No, these companies are able to use one worker working different other company, not just Marshalls, can benefit from, but other companies. Their buddies can benefit from that one worker and go and work part time. There's a Haitian young lady I work with. She worked for Marshalls, and then she works for the hotel, one of the hotels, part time. Okay, so all these people are benefiting. These companies are benefiting greatly off of these immigrants. They're not trying to get rid of these immigrants. Ain't nothing but a game. It's a front. They're not getting rid of them. They want them to come here. That's why they letting all them. Look at the Venezuela people. Why would they all the way to America? Why not go to another country that's nearby? Why would they come to America? Other countries would say, hell no, you can't come here. But why come over to America? Because the American companies run this country. They want those workers. I just saw a video. A lady had been here 4 years, and she has a storefront store. She has a book, whatever they call it, a brick store, uh, that she's selling some stuff in a fucking store. She's only been here 4 years. How? How is that? Is she getting, because she has no credit? She goes and it's, and they're helping them. They're giving them food stamps or what, I don't know, but that's what people are saying. They're giving them food stamps, giving them this and that. But these people are just lying to us, and just like they're talking about now, that was a day I'm watching something on YouTube now, the day or so they do talking about he's gonna deploy the people in what they call it in Chicago, the National Guard. That one, and she said, some lady said in Los Angeles that he did deploy some National Guards in Los Angeles, but she was like, the area was so small. Yeah, it's a game. This is a fucking game. It's not. He's only gonna show a little bit. That's it. He's gonna probably do a little bit of something to say, yeah, I did it. I told you guys I was doing it, and that's all. This is not real. They're not doing what they say he's gonna do. Okay, they want the immigrants over here, and for me, I don't think it's right because at first he was saying like everybody can't come here. I heard him one speech he gave, everybody can't come here, and I say that makes sense because it does bring down the wages. I'm living it. I'm American born and raised, baby. 50 something years in this motherfucking country. They my generation after generation. I didn't just come here off the boat, but they are bringing the wages down low on air in every goddamn area. And especially like I said, for these service jobs, you don't get enough for these service jobs because it doesn't take that much skills to do it. You don't have that skill to do it. But before, so I'm making now what I made back in 2006 when I worked for hospice, when I was making, and that wasn't nothing but $10 and something, but I was making 8 hours. I'm making the exact same amount of money. I'm bringing home about the same that I was making, 20 years ago. That's a crime, goddamn crime, shame. That's a crime, shame. That's why the immigrants should not be here. That if he really was doing what the fuck he said he's gonna do, you know, and I could make a decent wage. I could make 8 hours instead of me having to get another job to make up that 8 hours or whether to make up to live off. I can't even right now, if it wasn't for, I can't even live on my, by myself now. I can't even live and pay my own bills by myself, you know. But I just wanted to say that it's just a game. Maybe he's not doing that. They're going to keep the immigrants in here because it's beneficial for these corporations to pay these low wages. Okay, and look at Marshall's making $56 billion 2025. Look it up. $56 billion. That's a lot of money. And they won't even pay. Nobody is working full time. One or two people, few people working at full time. But I just wanted to say that and let y'all know. But it's a game. They're not. Don't go out and hating these people, the immigrants or whatever. Because if it was me, I damn sure be working these jobs for a little bit. Look at me out there. I got because I don't fucking want to do um certain jobs or go out and do more training because I'm at my age where I'm just like I went to school for the teaching and that didn't work out. That's a motherfucking another game anyway. Terrible anyway. It's a terrible system. It's a set up system. But I wouldn't have lasted in there no longer. You fucking three. You give it. You get your bachelor's degree, and you only then they give you a temporary license after a fucking bachelor's degree. You temporary license for 3 years. Then after 3 years, you have to take another test that they rigged up to supposedly get highly qualified teachers. That's supposed to weed out those to get those. No, they rigged it up so nobody can really pass it. But so I was gonna only be teaching for 3 years anyway. I wasn't about to, you know, uh, try to take another fucking test to prove I already am good enough. If I passed the state lights, I got my state board. I passed the state test. That's good enough. But yeah, don't go out hating these people because I'll do the same thing if it was me. I mean, it's not them, it's the government. We do need to stick together as people, as common. Now we're common Americans. Stick together with each other, and I don't know. Come on, we have a lot of. I wish we could all strike. I wish the fuck we all of us, but everybody ain't gonna do it. That's what we need to do. Everybody need to fucking strike because they need the corporation cannot do these jobs without us. But not enough people would do it. They got us twisted. They got us thinking that we need them more than they need us. But they need us more than we need them. You know, they really do. They can't do this job themselves. But it's not enough of us to think like that. They can strike and say, well, I'm not finna work. I ain't finna do this until you pay me. Give me the 15 or 16, 18, whatever, $18 and full time, 8 hours or whatever. If enough of us did that, we can straighten this shit out. But and then the final thing I want to say too about the lights, the light bill and everything. I keep my light bill down underneath $100. Yeah, I'm in a small condo or whatever, two bed, but it works. I turn my lights off in the morning time. When it's cool, I open up all my windows. Before 12, I put it back on. Turn the AC back on. I turn the AC off. I mean, before 12 o'clock, I turn it back on. Let all the windows up and stuff. Uh, and since I've been doing that, my light bill stayed below $100 a month. Try that out. Even if you're in the house, my daughter has a house. And she puts hers when she's not home turned up. She puts her way up to 78, so it barely comes on, and it keeps her bill down. So try that out. We have to try different things and do different things with these people because they around here fronting, playing games with us. But let's stick together. Come up with different kind of thing. I don't know. Grow get houses if you do get houses where they grow food, do food garden, big community food gardens in your neighborhood or whatever. I don't know. Do community gardens because the food prices are so high. Do food community garden. My daughter's growing some food, even though they try to, which they did. What I've heard about building these houses so close together, don't even have no yard space, but she still is growing a little bit of stuff in her little small yard. So because the food is so fucking high. They get making money out. What's the reason what the food being high? COVID-19 is over. Why is it high now? Still, just cause these some greedy motherfuckers. I'm sorry, they so damn greedy. You know, so greedy. It's like they want all the money. When is it gonna be enough? It's never enough for them. It's never enough. They're a bunch of psychopaths, sociopaths. But we need to stick together and work together and do what we can and be innovative and so that we all can help each other out and stuff. But that's the game. That's what's going on. He ain't getting rid of no immigrants like you say. Only one or two, a handful of them. He just gonna put it out there on the news. And no, because they are that vital to these goddamn corporations. And some of the people that I work at Marshalls, they come in at 5 in the morning. The immigrants, and they all are immigrants. 5 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. We have a back room in our store in Marshall has a back room. Okay. It's like a fucking sweatshop, but I call it that because that's what it looks. It's a factory. It's a mini factory, but it's not sweatshop. It's cool back there. They got these big fans. It's not nothing but it's just like a factory where they have unpacked. They do they unpack these big huge boxes that come in, shipments of clothes and different products that come in, and they unpacking all that so it can go out on the sales floor. That's what they do, 5 into 10 in the morning. Like, that's crazy, man. 5 o'clock in the morning. Wow. I was back there one time, but not doing 5 o'clock in the morning. But so that's why I know what they do right there. But it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, let's educate ourselves and see the real deal. And another thing, the guy was talking about Donald Trump saying he's gonna get rid of the history, some of these historical museums, talking about history of slavery. Y'all need to watch Dane Calloway. Slavery did not happen like they're saying it happened. Okay? I believe too that we were already here. A lot of us was already here. We are the natives, Indians that they talk about, that people talk about, that saw us in the dark skin, with dark skin. It didn't happen like they said it happened. So some of the black people getting upset. Well, they erasing the history. It keeps you down. You talking about slavery. What that make you feel like? That you think somebody else, uh, another person beat you down? You think that's fun? They're gonna make you feel good? No, no. And it didn't even happen like that. So educate yourself. Find out how what really happened. Like I said, Dane Calloway on YouTube tell the truth of how a lot of it really happened. It wasn't no grown ass people that they picked up. You think a white man can be stronger than a black man picking up these people? No, grabbing these people up. No, come on now. It didn't happen like that. It did not happen like that. And it was more of children. But somebody said it was more of children than anything, and that's more believable. And it wasn't a whole bunch of like they're saying because we was already here, you know. So just educate yourself. Don't just be up here uh, going with everything. Well, no, it's American history is a fucking lie. The whole Roots book that Alan Haley did, he stole from a white man that wrote the book. He took that from him. It was a whole lie. All these lies. So watch out for all these lies that these people be up here lying about. Learn the truth. That's what I'm saying. Learn the truth. Too much lies going on here, baby. And do what we can and stick together as common people, human race, uh, and get the real deal about what's really happening. All right? All right, guys. I will talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. Y'all take care. God bless y'all. Many blessings to you and your families. And I hope the best for all y'all. Peace. Peace. Wish the best for all y'all. Peace.